Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be doing an everyday makeup drawer shop my stash style video. I haven't done one of these in months. I haven't done one since like fall of last year just because I just didn't do it. Honestly, I don't have like a really good answer. I've just been in the habit of using the same products over and over, or more so focus on hitting pan on products that I didn't want to be switching my products out each month. So I'm thinking I'm going to be doing these videos maybe quarterly to be a little bit more realistic, because once I get things in my drawer, I like to use them until they're almost used up or until I really get sick of them. Sometimes when I do like the everyday makeup drawer monthly videos, I don't get enough use out of those products to really get a good feel for them, because I have like other products coming in or products that I end up buying. So that's what I wanted to do for today. I ended up getting a new makeup desk and some new accessories for my desk too. So I'm going to show you guys that and how I end up storing my makeup now, because it's so much more effective than what I had going on before. I have a lot more space. So I'll show you guys that. I'm going to be sharing some of the products that I use on a daily basis. I have one drawer of like products that I use consistently, that I use like non-stop, like my favorite concealers, foundations and stuff. And then I'm going to do one drawer of like a shop my stash of products that I want to either hit pan on or completely use up, or just products that I want to rediscover my collection. So if you guys are interested in like a shop my stash vanity tour, then just keep on watching. All right guys, so here is my new filming area, filming desk. I am so obsessed with this desk. It makes me so happy. I just got it on Amazon. I got it on Amazon Prime. It was kind of a hassle to put together. It took us a couple hours, but I'm so impressed with it. Before, I had an Alex tabletop that was just plain, and there wasn't any drawers with that. So I would just put all my makeup on top of here, and I would end up doing my makeup here, and then I have my desk where I work behind me. So I work during the day over here, and then at night I film over here. So I'm just like in between these two areas constantly, all the time, forever. I actually work from home. I always have been working from home for the last couple years, and I just have like a normal 9 to 6 schedule sitting right there, and then all my makeup would end up over here because I'd have like my work stuff over there. So I was just not, I wanted to move past that. I took like this time that we're indoors 24/7 to actually reorganize my space and make it more functional and make more sense for me. So I'll show you guys like a faraway shot of my desk as well, but this is just like where I sit to film now and also do my makeup, because I do have my Alex drawers behind me. You can see at this desk I have my Alex drawers that has my full makeup collection. So it would get kind of really chaotic to move my makeup from this area and pull it out of the drawers and then put everything over here when I was filming, and my desk would just be a constant mess. And I've done a really good job. I've had this desk for almost a month now. Like I bought it the first week of quarantine. So almost a month now, and I've been doing really good about keeping it clean, because I feel like that's all I can do right now. Is like if I'm gonna be in a room 24/7, I want to make sure it's a clean space. So let me also give you guys a little bit of a look at some of the things that I keep on my desk. I'm always drinking coffee, so that's gonna be done in a few minutes. But this is a new brush holder. Before I had like a little cup basically, and I would fill it, like just completely stuff it. This is still stuff. It's not the most practical thing in the world, but it's more practical than what I had before because it has dividers. I don't know where to put this. I just throw it on top. So this is actually really cute. It's on Amazon, about 12 bucks. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it's short. So I have to put like the little beads on the inside to keep the brushes standing up. Otherwise they all like fall out. So I wish that this was like this height, and that way it was like very compact and organized. But I've been doing a really good job of like putting everything back when I do my makeup, and I have everything organized from foundation brushes, eye brushes all over here. I have it separated by like flat brushes, shader brushes, and in the middle is all my face brushes. So really like that. For 12 bucks, I can't complain. I mean, I am complaining about that one little detail, but for the price, it's totally fine. It's been a lot better of a system than just like a big giant cup that has everything in it. And then I also got, these are dirty, I should have washed these before this video. Actually, that's another thing that I need to purchase right now is a cleaner for my beauty blenders. I use a certain soap, it's $2 on Amazon. I've been using it for years. I'm gonna link it below. It's Zote soap, it's awesome. But in addition to that, this little bowl makes me so happy, a little clear bowl that is gold decorated. It just matches the whole vanity a lot better. I mean, that's kind of like the only thing I got going on. Let me turn this off, but this is just my little desk mirror. I got this, it was in my wedding registry or like for my bridal shower like many years ago. And then I have my monitor as well, but that's basically everything that I keep on my desk. I have this new kit from Laura Mercier. This is like their new skincare collection. I may or may not film a video using this. I do want to do either like an Instagram video, but I don't know if I want to do a YouTube video. But that's all I have on here. So like having a clean space that's not covered in eyeshadow, oh, that's a first for me for sure in like 5 years. So let's get into the actual vanity. So here we have 2 drawers. I'll zoom you guys in a second, but in this one is where I'm keeping all of my day-to-day makeup. Things that I've been using for years, like the Too Faced foundation, like the Laura Mercier powder, my Cali contour kit. You guys see me use this in every video. My day-to-day bronzers, like I'll go through everything in there. And then this second drawer back here is empty as well. And that's where I'm gonna keep my products I'm trying to use up, my stash style products. I like the idea of having them both separate. That way I know where everything is and I can have one drawer that's constant of like my all-time holy grails and favorites, and then one drawer that's more like experimenting in my makeup collection. So let me go ahead and take you guys through my most used products drawer, everything that's in here, my day-to-day essentials. And then we'll go ahead and stock everything in my second drawer and shop my stash for this drawer back here. All right, so here is a better look at this beautiful, beautiful desk. And believe it or not, I bought it the day that I got it to my house and assembled it. It actually went on sale like $40 off, and it's pretty affordable. I think it's like maybe $140 right now. Like it actually looks way more expensive, and I'm honestly gonna keep this for like 5 years. All right, so getting into everything in here, first of all, I wanna show you guys these drawers. They come completely apart, but you can take them and make them a lot smaller. Like you can, let me go ahead and show you. You can make it smaller to accommodate like any drawer, any size. I just got these on Amazon. I think both of them actually came with a pack of 4 for about 25 bucks. So I just have it expanded to full size, but definitely if you have like Alex drawers, you can make it more compact and have it fit those drawers. And then I just wanted to organize everything to make sense in these containers. And with my new everyday makeup drawer, I don't want to use as many products as before because I just want everything to be on display and pretty. So basically the things that I've been using recently, the all-nighter face primer from Urban Decay, like I have used this quite a bit. I'm at least halfway done with it. One of my favorite primers this year for sure. My go-to, it goes with everything. It's very long wearing, it's not overly hydrating, and it still is blurring, has a tacky feel to it. If you want something hydrating, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get out of breath. I'm gonna try to go through these products quickly and then spend a little bit more time on the products that I'm picking out for the second drawer. But this is the hydrating Laura Mercier primer. This is awesome. I did a full review on all of the Laura Mercier primers, super hydrating. This is the new Professional Hydrate Primer. Awesome as well. This is more of a blurring primer with a little bit of hydration, but it's not as matte as the original Professional, but it's not super hydrating like this. This is incredibly hydrating. Some of my staples in here, the Cali Contour Kit, I honestly, like, I'm just gonna use this every day until I use it up. I love it so much. This is a new blush duo from Jouer and Embrace Me and Love Me. I've been using this pretty consistently throughout the last month as well. Here I have 2 of my go-to concealers. Urban Decay Naked Skin is my holy grail concealer. Love it so much. And then one that I've been using more recently is the Hydrating Concealer from e.l.f. I do get questions on what shade I wear. This is the shade Light Beige. I'm almost done with this one. I think I have a backup, and then I've been really liking this one too. Over here I have my go-to everyday bronzer, Chocolate Gold from Too Faced. I just want to use this whole thing up. The one highlighter that I need in my life, Chrome Paint from Tarte. Sephora sales coming up. If you guys want a highlighter, this one won't focus, but there we go. Tarte Lick Chrome Paint Highlighter. I could wear this every day forever and never ever get sick of it. The only thing is it's a little bit messy. It's a loose highlighter or like a pressed highlighter. So the packaging gets messy, but other than that, it's awesome. Persona, this is a new blush from them. This is the one in the shade Georgia. This is a matte peach blush, really pretty as well. Creamy formula. Next up, the foundations that I use regularly. These are them. This is the Pure Love Your Selfie foundation. I'm almost done with this. Too Faced Born This Way. This is probably my second bottle this year. I really love that foundation. And the Wander Nude Illusion foundation. This one is just a little light, maybe one shade too light. So I like to do this on the center of my face and then finish it off with a Too Faced foundation or mix these both together. But really beautiful formula that's more dewy as well. The powders I have, my go-to are Laura Mercier Glow and Too Faced Born This Way. And then I've been really digging the coconut setting powder. I got this in a BoxyCharm like 2 months ago from Ciate. The Everyday Vacay, here we go. The packaging is so bright. But the Everyday Vacay setting powder, oh, I love it so much. Like I'd actually repurchase that. And then these are my 2 pressed powders. The Estee Lauder, I'm out of breath talking. The Estee Lauder Double Wear pressed powder. This stuff, if you need a mattifying powder foundation, get this. This is awesome, awesome, awesome. When I finish this, I'm going to repurchase this for sure. Another one I've really been liking lately is Too Faced Born This Way. This is a new powder as well. I've just been starting to try this out. I wear the shade Golden Beige. It's the same shade I have in the foundation, but I can go a shade or two lighter for like under my eyes and stuff. Love those. My go-to palettes, honestly, in the beginning of this video, you guys saw me wear, or right now I'm wearing the Going Coconuts palette from ColourPop. One of my holy grail palettes. Love this. It looks super basic, but this is like one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. I wear this whole thing. Like when I put this on, I put on like 6 or 7 shades at a time. So my go-to like everyday look is with this. I love traveling with that palette. I was traveling with that over the holidays. Obviously, I'm not traveling right now, but if I were to travel, this is the palette I would bring. And then the California Love palette is very similar, but gold and bronzy. So those are my 2 everyday neutral palettes. Then I have my brow products back here. Just all Benefit products. I have Precisely My Brow, Goof Proof, and the Gimme Brow, all in the shade number 5. Those are all my go-tos. I have some other products that I like, but those are the ones that I'm trying to use up right now. And then back here I have some mascaras. I have actually some new ones I just put in here from my Ipsy unbagging. I just filmed that right before this video. This is a new one from Ciate, a new Tarte one. I haven't used these at all. I literally put them in here like an hour ago. But I like this Sex Kitten liner from Tarte, and it has like a little cat, if you guys can see. Like it has a little cat at the top, which is hilarious, and I love it. So liking that liner. Then these are my go-to everyday. I love the Bad Girl Bang. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite mascaras. And I'm using up this Buxom mascara. I really like this one. And then lastly, this is the I Am Resilient eyeliner from Real Her Cosmetics. This is just like a coppery, bronzy eyeliner, and that's everything that I wear like on a daily basis. Obviously, I'll switch out like my eyeshadow palettes and stuff, but really, other than that, everything stays pretty much the same unless I'm filming a tutorial. So this is just my go-tos for every single day. I don't get sick of any of these products. I love using them every single day. So that's everything for this drawer. We're gonna be filling up this drawer. So I'm gonna take you guys through my makeup collection to pick out some products to add to here. All right, so first of all, I have my everyday makeup drawer from like last October or November or something. I have moved some products in and out of here. This at this point is just like a random assortment of things and a few leftover products from that month. So I don't necessarily want to give you guys a rundown of those. I just want to pick out a couple things that I want to keep using in the throughout the springtime. So first off, I really want to finish off this NARS foundation. I've been saying that for months. It's almost done. Like I can basically throw this out, but I really have like a week or two left of product. And here, this is a foundation that's 5 shades, honestly, like too light for me. Maybe not 5, maybe like 2 or 3 shades too light for me. So I normally mix this in with another foundation, and that's why it takes me so long to use up, because I'm not using like a full like 2 or 3 pumps. I'm just using like 1 pump at a time. So I'm gonna add this, and then another foundation that I wanna use more of, especially that we're getting into warmer temperatures, is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Now this is so matte, which is why I don't reach for it as often, because it's kind of like Estee Lauder Double Wear, where it's just like it's really matte for an everyday look. But I like it in combination with this. This is the Dewy Skin Primer from Cover FX. This is almost like a face oil in a primer. It's so dewy that I need to go over it with a matte foundation. If I go over it with a dewy foundation, it's just gonna look like a bag of French fries. Basically, it's just gonna look super oily. So I like this combination together. I just discovered that recently in the last month, and I want to commit to it, so I'm gonna do that. All right, so for the sake of space in my drawer, I'm probably gonna pass over the rest of these for now. I'm still loving, like I love the honey palette. I still wear that pretty consistently. Some other things in here as well, but I'll revisit those at a later time. And then here I have other palettes. The thing with some of these Physician Formula palettes are just so ginormous. Like this Rose All Day collection. This is awesome. If you guys are interested, I think you would love it. It's a collaboration with Exterior Glam. I've been following her for like 5 years, so I think it's a really good collaboration. I like her a lot. But this is so huge. It's like everything in here is awesome, so definitely if you're interested, check it out. But it's just so clunky. So basically I want to put this in my drawer, but I really don't have room for it in my drawer, so I'm gonna keep reaching for it, but I'm just gonna keep it in here for the sake of space. Let's go ahead and some other things from Physician Formula. The highlighter trio, really like this as well. Love their butter highlighters so much. I love like glossy highlighters, blushes, things like that. Oh, that actually reminds me, there's a new product I'm gonna add to my drawer. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but I'm gonna add this one as well. All right, so moving on to the other side of my vanity, here is where I keep my eyeliners and extra like brow products and stuff like that. I normally don't really show you guys this drawer, but I actually cleaned it before. It was literally filled with like all these pencil sharpener shavings, and I didn't want you to see that, so I never showed it. So in case I don't show this again in other videos, that's really the reason why. So I got some new eyeliners recently in my BoxyCharm. They're like colorful eyeliners. This one and a blue one. They're like bright pink and bright blue. I think these are so cool, and they're gonna look really pretty with some like colorful looks for spring, or even just like a simple eyeshadow and then like a bold liner. So I really want to play with that. So I'm gonna add those to my drawer. And then also to go with the blue liner, let's take this ColourPop eyeshadow from the Becky G ColourPop collab that came out last year. This one is in the shade Cielo. Cielo means heaven or like sky, and I had a parakeet when I was a kid named Cielo, in case anybody was wondering. Fun fact. But I'm gonna play with this one because this is really gorgeous, and I haven't used it enough. I've had it for a long time and it's still in like perfect condition. I think that's gonna be everything for here. I don't want to pick out too many products since I still have like the products that I'm using from my other drawer too. Next, moving into blushes, bronzers, this whole mess. I do need to do maybe like a declutter here in the next month or so, just because everything's getting a little bit hectic. But I do have some newer products in here to share with you guys. So first of all, I do want to pick out all of these. These are from Grande Cosmetics. They just released these Grande Pop liquid blushes and highlighters. So what they are, I didn't realize this until after I tried it for the first time, and I'm like, why is my face feeling minty? But they're plumping blushes and highlighters, so they're supposed to be kind of like giving your face a lifted effect. I didn't really notice too much of a lifted effect, but I thought it was like a nice formula. So I'm gonna try all of these. This is half of the new collection, and I had opened and swatched these already, so I figured let me just add these all to my drawer. The applicator is pretty cool. It's like a doe foot giant wand applicator, and what's cool about this too is that it's like a creamy finish. So a lot of times like liquid highlighters like this are more of like a dry formula, but this is more of like a cream texture and not so much of like a paint like texture. So I'm excited to play around with those. I feel like that's like an easy, just throw on like a 5-minute makeup look kind of thing. So I just remembered that I got this package 2 days ago. I have been meaning to unbox it and share with you guys, and I definitely want to add this to my drawer as well. This is the new Georgia blush from Benefit. It's such a beautiful blush. This reminds me of Benefit Gold Rush and Coralista. Those are like some of my favorite blushes of all time. It's just like a peachy, gorgeous, gorgeous blush, and it smells like peaches. Super pretty for spring and summer. New from Benefit, so I'm going to use that as well. And then, oh, this is a bronzer, an Americano from Ofra. I got this, I think, in my last month Ipsy. I have not even used it yet, so I'm gonna add this one too. I'm looking at these highlighters and I see some that I'll probably end up decluttering. Like could probably get rid of this Maybelline one that I've had for like 5 years, and some of those like drugstore highlighters I've had for a really long time. I think I'm gonna go for, let's do Benefit Cookie. I know I like this highlighter a lot, and it's more of like a champagne color, and my other Tarte highlighter is a little bit more gold. So I'm gonna go with this one, and then I have my liquid highlighters as well. So I think that's gonna be everything from here. All right, moving into my foundation drawer. This one's getting a little messy just because it's getting a little extra full, especially in the primer department. So I did pick out that one primer already, that Cover FX primer. Oh, let's go for this one, the Pretty Filter primer from Touch in Sol. So this is a very awesome primer, very hydrating, and I feel like whenever I get a product like this where it's in a jar, I really should try to focus on finishing it up. It's obviously still very full, about like 3/4 of the way full, but I feel like it's gonna go bad quicker than, like, you know, my primers that have pumps. So I'm gonna go for this, and maybe I'll just keep it in my drawer until I do use it up. So I'm gonna go for that, and I think that's gonna be it on the primer front. Let's go for the Fenty concealer, because it's been a little while since I used this, and I know that I actually really, really like this concealer. It's more of a matte finish and like full coverage, but it's not super matte either. It's not like a dry finish. I'm in the shade 210, so this is a really good one. It's my favorite product I have from Fenty. And then for foundation, I'm gonna throw in the Tint Idol foundation from Lancome. I already know that I love this foundation. This one is in the shade 410. It's a little too dark, but it's gonna work a lot better over the summer. And also, if I mix it in with that NARS foundation, then I get a better match. So I want something that I could use with that NARS one, and then definitely use this one up quite a bit more. All right, so lastly, let's get into some eyeshadow palettes. One that I need to start using quite a bit more is the new Latte 2 palette. I haven't used this palette enough from Dominique Cosmetics. It's still, well, crazy green right here because I did a green eyeshadow tutorial the other day. It's on my Instagram, and I ended up using this as a transition shade, so I need to clean up this palette a little bit, but I definitely need to use the rest of it more. This is actually my favorite shade, so I need to clean that up to get rid of the green, but definitely want to use this palette more. The only thing it's missing is like a warm, or like just a medium brown transition shade, because this shade on me barely shows up. And then if I go in with one of these, like, it just gets too dark too quickly. So I want to play around with some more looks. I need to try this shade out as a transition shade too. And I think like this is a really gorgeous lid color. So I'm gonna add that to the rotation. Oh, and then I also need to start playing. We got some Natasha Denona back here that doesn't get enough love, and these are expensive palettes. The Sunset palette, another warm, gorgeous, gorgeous palette. Let me go ahead and add that to my drawer. Sunrise palette. I'm pretty sure I said the wrong name, but gonna add this one as well. And I think that's enough for my drawer. I picked out about, you know, 25 products, so I think that's gonna be enough. All right, so here's a reveal of what everything looks like in this drawer. It actually took me about 10 seconds to put this together, just because everything has like a little place and it makes me happy. Like, maybe it could get a little bit more organized, but honestly for me, this is pretty impressive because normally I just pile everything on top of each other, and to have a space for things makes me very, very happy. I have my foundations. I love these little nooks for like the blushes. Maybe I'll put that one right there. I think that looks cute. Really, really digging this whole setup. I can even put this right there. I'll play around with it. I might move things around as as I feel like it. I just like where like none of the products are like moving around like this. So I just want to do what makes the most sense for everyday use. Have my little blushes over here, highlighters over here. I have a specific little spot for each palette, which is nice, the eyeliners and everything. I just feel like this is so much more effective. It's a lot less products, but it's just more, I'm gonna get more use out of everything in here than if I were to pick out like 50 products like I was doing before. Because when I was doing that, I wouldn't pick out 50 products, but say I picked out like 20, 25 products, I would really only use about half of them and then never get around to actually enjoying the rest of them. So with this, I think I'm actually gonna start using things up. A lot of these products are actually pretty new, other than the NARS foundation. And I do wanna use this up eventually and keep that in here until it's all gone. But some of these products, maybe I'll end up rotating maybe around June, like do like every other month and give you guys like an update for summer and keep this through the rest of spring. But makes me super happy, I think, in combination with my other drawer. It's like a lot of products to pick from on a daily basis, and like I said, I don't get sick of stuff, so having just like those 4 eyeshadow palettes is enough for me. I don't plan on buying any new eyeshadow palettes anytime soon, just because that's the product that I use the least or go through the least. Like I go through my foundations and stuff all the time. And then when it comes to lip products, I just rotate them constantly, so I don't want to limit my lip products either. But that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed organizing with me. Let me know if you guys want to see like other areas in my room or tours or anything like that, because I do want to do some more home content in the next couple weeks too. But that's going to be everything for this video. I will link my desk, the stuff that I showed you guys that's on my desk. These containers that are awesome. I told you like 4 of these were like 25 bucks, and it just makes my whole vanity so much better. But I'll link everything below. If you guys have any questions, let me know as well in the comments. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.